Welcome to Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm Cindy Simmons. I am your host for Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, September 30th, 2020, episode 228. It is brought to you by Perdue Farms. I cannot wait to tell you what we are giving you at the end of the show today. This is a show where we're going to be here for about 15 to 20 minutes or so, depending on how long it goes, really. We're going to talk about three things, and then at the end, I'm going to give you a delicious, delicious present thanks to Perdue Farms. So before we get started, why don't you go ahead and comment below what you're drinking right now. I'm having a little afternoon coffee. Click like if you would just feel so inclined to also click share and share it with whomever you would like. That would be awesome. And I will give you a cheers. Cheers. Why is afternoon coffee so good? Because it is. All right. So like I said, this is Coffee Convo Wednesday, and I am your host, Cindy Simmons. I'm here every single week. If this is your first time, cheers and welcome. If it is not your first time, cheers and welcome back. Hopefully we're not going to be here too long. This is really just sort of to have a break in the middle of your week, kind of depending on when you're watching it too. Maybe you're watching this on a Friday night or Saturday morning. It's just a way to escape for a couple of minutes. A little bit about me, because if you don't know, you're like, who is this lady? Why is she talking to me on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching? I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, about 30 minutes away from Disneyland, and now our family lives in Orlando, Florida, less than 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. We are a family of five. It's me, it's my husband, Eric. He owns an awesome promotional products company called My Smart Shirt. You can find him at mysmartshirt.com. Basically, he puts logos on stuff, and he's pretty awesome. We have two daughters, 15 and 7, and they are the lights of my life. I love them so much. And then my four-time cancer surviving rock star of a Mama Jane also lives with, actually, she's got her swanky little pad up she's like a, what I call it, like a princess up in her tower, like Rapunzel. That's what I was thinking of, in an apartment above our garage. And it's kind of awesome having my mom live with us. It's funny, we text so much now. Like, I mean, I can see her because I can just walk out the back door. But we text all the time and FaceTime. It's kind of funny. I love having her here, and she's awesome. It's like the best woman ever. Cheers to her. So a little bit more about me. My background is radio. I've basically been on radio my whole life. I host a Party City podcast right now, which you can listen to wherever you get your podcasts, or just go to partycity.com. I also share projects each and every month on partycity.com because I am a part of the Party City Joy Squad, which is so much fun because I've done some projects with my husband. I've done some projects with both of our daughters. We've had so much fun. In fact, my husband and I, we just did a Nightmare Before Christmas decorated front porch, and when it is up on partycity.com, I will share it with you. So I'm excited today because I wanted to share with you, I am also a Perdue Farms ambassador. If you have been a part of this show for a while, then I think hopefully you remember last year, I went to Salisbury, Maryland for the first time ever and met like a bunch of Perdues, like legit, not just like that's just their name. Like I met like the guys, and Chris Perdue has been on this show a couple of times. Such a good family. They're just good people. And I'm excited to share that Perdue Farms is going to be a part of Coffee Convo Wednesday through most of 2021. So yay! So if you would give Perdue Farms right now a big fat like, actually a big fat love, because I love them so much. Why? Because that means each month through most of next year, you are going to be getting a Perdue Farms present. And they already told me that they're planning something special because today, depending on when you're watching it, today, when I'm doing the show, is September 30th. Tomorrow is October 1st, which means the birthday month of love starts, and I'm super excited because I am a dork. I think it's because I am a cancer survivor. That probably has a lot to do with it. Like I've just turned into this celebrate everything dorky person. So that's me. So I basically celebrate my birthday all month. But why that is exciting for you, you ask? You're like, because I don't really care. It's your birthday, big whoop, everyone has one. Because I love to give away presents. So I'm going to do that all month long. And the day after my birthday, so my birthday is October 20th. October 21st, Purdue Farms is celebrating the birthday episode with me. So I know that right now, I can't tell you, but they are cooking up a little something extra special. Get it? Pun intended, cooking up a little something extra special for you for my birthday, because on my birthday, I like to give presents to you. Actually, every week, I like to give presents to you because it's just more fun. Life is more fun that way. Okay, before we get started, I do want to say congratulations to Karen S. from California. Karen S. from California. Remember last week we did the super cute Halloween candy Minnie Mouse ears? So cute for Halloween. So Karen S. from California, you will get those in the mail soon. She was very excited, and I was very excited because they're cute ears. So yay for that. Okay, speaking of Halloween, I'm going to just jump right in to our first topic today, and it's the subject of trick or treating. And I wanted to talk to you about that and ask what you are going to do in your neighborhood. Are you, if you have children of trick-or-treating age, are you going to be trick-or-treating this year? That's a big question, because I know one of my best friends who lives in California, she called me a couple weeks ago. She's like, they've canceled trick-or-treating in California. I'm like, what? But it kind of makes sense, because if they're not even opening up Disneyland in California, I don't know how anyone is going to be going trick-or-treating if it really is that bad out there. So I guess I'm wondering, in your area now where you live, and like I said, if you have kids of that trick-or-treat age, are you trick-or-treating? Because the truth is, like, I don't know yet for sure if we are or not in our lovely neighborhood. And I do love my neighborhood, and I love our neighbors, because I'm not kidding. I have lived in several neighborhoods in several states, and nothing against my other neighborhoods, because I've lived in some pretty awesome neighborhoods. In fact, some of my old neighbors are still some of our very best friends. This may be the best trick-or-treating neighborhood. Like, I'm talking like some people in the neighborhood give away full-size candy bars. We never got full-size candy bars growing up in North Hollywood, California. Nothing against my neighborhood, because that also was a good neighborhood. But not everyone. I mean, there's just a couple of houses here who give out full-size candy bars. But more importantly, they give out little snacks and drinks to the adults. Like, it's like trick-or-treating for kids and adults. So I am hoping that we still do trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. And I think we're going to anyway. I think, like, we're planning on it. We're going to be safe about it. Wear a mask, of course. Keep social distancing, 6 feet, all that good stuff, hand washing, and not opening any candy and eating it while we're, walking, all of that. So fingers crossed, I hope that we are going to be doing trick-or-treating. So comment below and let me know if you are doing trick-or-treating in your neighborhood. Okay. Speaking of my neighborhood, I have to tell you a funny story. Every time I think about it, just makes me laugh, because sometimes when things just seem a little crazy, you have to laugh. If you missed last week's episode, I'm going to give you a little summary of what I shared. So on last week's episode, give me a like if you remember, because you were here, and you heard me talk about the baby alligator situation in our neighborhood. Okay, let me know. Did you hear the baby gator story or not? If you did not, basically what happened is my neighbor texted and said, there is a baby gator basically out front of your house. So we go running outside, and across the street from us, there's a green space. So there's a sidewalk. So there's the street, a little bit of grass, a sidewalk, and some green space. So the short version is that my husband and this neighbor of ours realized that the alligator is literally right by the street. It's a baby alligator, about, I don't know, I didn't get close enough, because you're not supposed to get close enough. You don't want it to be like, wah. So it was a baby alligator, but it had lost his way or her way from the lake, because there's a couple of lakes, because we live in Florida. So my neighbor, along with an assist from my husband, got the gloves on, put a towel over the baby alligator's face, rescued and relocated it back to hopefully happy land in the lake. Reunited. And it feels so good. Or so I thought. So I shared a picture of the rescue and relocation on my neighbor's, it's a private neighbor's Facebook page. The reason I did that is because I'm thinking you're out there with your kids or your dog, or even if you don't have kids or a dog, and you walk by a baby alligator and you don't know it's right there. Oh my goodness gracious, right? So I literally stood at my door, and every time I saw someone run by, or they were walking with their dog, I'm like, there's an alligator! There's an alligator! I am like, in my head, the alligator protector. I'm gonna make sure that nothing happens to, you with the alligator. And then I kept watching to see if it would move. I'm like this, like a hawk, watching it, because I didn't want it to go into the street. And then it'd get run over, and then baby gator would be gone from his mommy and daddy gator. So my sweet neighbor and my sweet husband get the baby alligator, and my neighbor and my husband walk it down and replace it, or relocate it to the lake area. End of story. So I feel like a good service has been done. We have helped the baby alligator get out of harm's way for himself and then whomever may be around. That's it. So not so fast. There is an update to this story. All of a sudden, the other day, I hear a ding dong at my door. I should never answer my door during the day. I'm homeschooling my kids. I'm busy, whatever. I just happen to be upstairs. So I decide, we have a Ring camera. I look on the Ring doorbell. It is a police officer. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what has happened? What's happened in the neighborhood? Oh my goodness. So I go flying down the stairs, and I open up, and it's a female police officer. I'm like, yes, hello, officer. And she's like, good afternoon. I'm Officer, I don't remember her name, but Officer, we'll call her Smith. Officer Smith with the Florida Wildlife Commission, I think is what it's called. And I look at her and I said, come again? Yes, I'm Officer Smith with the Florida Wildlife Commission. And I look at her, I said, no. She goes, oh yeah. Like we just had this instant moment. She's like, are you Cindy? And I said, oh, I am. Why are you here? She said, I'm asking myself the same question. And I said, please tell me you're not here because of the alligator. Yes, unfortunately, a neighbor complained. They took a screenshot of your post on Facebook, which had your address on it, so it made it very easy to find you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, who? What? Who would do that? What are you talking about? Are you kidding me right now? She goes, no, I wish I were. I am not kidding you right now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I just start laughing. I say, in 2020, with all of the heaviness in the world, don't we have more important things to do right now than call and complain about our neighbors? And she goes, trust me, in 2020, don't I have more important things to do than waste my time over here? And I was like, am I being punked? Where's Ashton Kutcher? Like, I really did. I thought this has to be like some sort of joke. Coincidentally, at the same time, my neighbor, who was with my husband, is walking by with his dog. And I was like, hey, his name's Steve-O. Hey, Steve-O, why don't you come on over here and just see what's happening? And he's looking at me and he's looking at her and instantly puts it together. And he's like, you have got to be kidding me. He's like, oh, and she's like, I actually just said, oh, this is my neighbor, the one who rescued and relocated the baby gator with my husband. So she kind of basically says the same thing to him. And he is like, oh my goodness. She's like, what is even happening? And meanwhile, her partner's in the truck and he's kind of honking and waving because we were waving to him. And they could not have been nicer, more personable. So we took a picture with her. Because she was lovely. She was so kind. Like, just was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you could just tell the level of, I love my job so much, but I cannot believe this is what is happening. Okay, so let me go back a little. On my Facebook post, on our neighbors page, after I posted that was it for me. Like, I wasn't engaging with people because I was just trying to warn people. Hey, don't get bit by the alligator. Hey, there's an alligator right there. here's my, warning to you. On the neighbors page on my post, apparently there was a neighbor, it doesn't matter who posted, hey, next time, don't touch the alligator and you need to call the FWC. I'm like, okay, great to know. I did not know that. I am not from Florida. I've lived in Florida 3 years and I moved on with my day. So next time I know. In that moment, my neighbor Steve-O and my husband thought this was the best. And okay, we were just having a technical moment there. So in this situation, someone on the neighbors page said, maybe you just call the FWC. So I'm like, okay, a mental note, good to know. So the reason that the police officer, FWC officer, came over is because a neighbor suggested that we were harassing the alligator. She knew, in fact, that wasn't true. She said that to us. She said, I saw the picture and I would have exactly done the same thing, but so you know, which I didn't know because I've only lived here 3 years, but so you know that in Florida, touching an alligator, because they are regulated, is this just not allowed. So that was good. I didn't know that. What I just can't believe is that why wouldn't, if you're the neighbor, you just reach out to the neighbor who was doing the alligator thing or myself. And I guess what I also don't understand is that you already commented that, hey, next time, reach out to the FWC. So you reached out publicly, explained what we should do, which was great. I didn't know that. Good. It was already done. But then, so it was already done. You took it a step further and you tattletaled and tried to get us in trouble, which didn't happen because, like I said, the officer from the FWC was like, yeah, she was just, you could tell she was just disappointed that she had to schlep over here and have a conversation with us, and was so lovely that she took the picture with us. And so all of that to say, I guess a couple of things. I feel like in that situation, I would have just handled it differently. That person handled it the way they handled it, whatever. They continued to engage with people on Facebook, and I continued to not engage because I don't do that. I don't know this person. If this person was standing in front of me, I wouldn't know. This is a humongous neighborhood, and everyone that I have met has been lovely since we've lived here now over 2.5 years. So I don't know. I always try to teach my daughters that hurting people hurt others. If you watched the show last week, we sort of talked about this a little bit. And I think that is just true. I think people have a tendency to hide behind social media and type things because look at me, I've got power on my keyboards. Instead of just, hey, if you're so passionate about this, look, you already shared your opinion. Great, which you're absolutely entitled to do. You shared your opinion. Here's some information. Move on with your day. Why do you feel the need then to call and try to get someone in trouble? So it was very interesting to me. And again, I say, this year has been so heavy politically, mentally, physically. Corona, the ridiculous amount of racial injustice. We've got wildfires, we've got murder hornets. And thankfully we had the Tiger King for a hot minute. But it's just so heavy right now. It's so heavy. And as we talked about last week, when they go low, you go high. So after this person continued to just lose their mind on Facebook, I just had nothing to do with it. Like my neighbor posted a picture of me and him with the officer and just said, hey, here was our experience thanks to the neighbor who called and tried to get us in trouble, I guess. And I just put on there, I shared my experience with the officer. Hey, this is what the officer said. Disappointing. I don't know why we have to all be so unkind. The guys were just trying to do the right thing. And in that moment, they thought the safety of people around and the safety of the alligator was the right thing to do in that moment. So disappointing that that's the level that people have to stoop to, but it's a free country and you're gonna do what you want. And unfortunately for that person, every other neighbor who commented kind of was saying the same thing. Like, really, is this what we're doing? Like, it's 2020. Let's just be nice. Why can't you just be nice? I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. So anyway, at the end of the day, got to meet an officer and took a picture with her, thanked her for her time and her waste of time over here. Her partner was laughing. He was playing with the horn on his car. Like, they couldn't have been kinder. So I thought the alligator experience, rescue and relocate mission was just that one story last week, but apparently there was a part 2 to it. So what are you gonna do? Cheers to people who are kind, and thank you if you are one of them. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. And finally, on Coffee Combo Wednesday, are you a mommy baby? You're like, what does this even mean? So my teenage daughter has given me a new nickname, and I'm kind of here for it. Like, I can't even argue with it at all. So we've talked about on the show how I have like sleep issues. Like, sometimes I just have massive insomnia for days and it's wretched. Ugh. But when I go to bed, I sleep with like a whole bunch of things. Like, I have a sheet, I have 2 blankets, and then I have a weighted blanket. On top of the 4, I sleep with a Minnie Mouse sleeping mask, and I sleep with earplugs. So when I go to bed, my weighted blanket, I'm like, I have to make sure that it's straight and all the weight is evenly distributed, and I have to have the mask on and my earplugs in. And my teenage daughter thinks it is so funny. She goes, you're such a mommy baby. You are such a mommy baby. And I started thinking about it. She's totally right. I am a mommy baby when it comes to sleep. Oh, and then I have a sleep machine that plays rain music, like rain sounds. So I need to know, if you're not a mommy baby about sleep, what are you a mommy baby about, or a daddy baby? I'm a mommy baby about sleep. I just like things a certain way when I go to sleep, and it's like the security. They say the reason you have, it's not the only reason, but many of the reasons to have a weighted blanket. It helps with stress and anxiety, helps you get a better night's sleep. But a lot of people get hot when they sleep. I do not. I am always cold all of the time. And so I want layers on me. And she just thinks that's the funniest thing, because she, like my husband, she is so hot when she sleeps. The weighted blanket, my husband got on sale for like $15 at Walmart, maybe like a year and a half ago. It has legit changed my life. Legit changed my life. I love it. So I'm a mommy baby about sleep. What are you a mommy baby about? Comment below. It could be anything. It could be eating. It could be whatever. I want to know if I am the only mommy baby, and that's okay too, or if you're a mommy baby as well. All right, before we get out of here, I am so excited to show you what you are getting from Purdue Farms, because I am a Purdue Farms ambassador, and they're going to be around through next year, and I'm so excited. Every month you're going to get a yummy goodie bundle of some sort. And so today's yummy goodie bundle is the Purdue Farms Game Day Bundle. So right now, if you go to PurdueFarms.com/Cindy Simmons, always use my link if you can. You can get this for $64.99. Also, if you spend $159.99, you can save, you get 15% off, and then you get free shipping on any order over $159.99. So this week it is the Game Day Bundle. So let me just show you, if you can see there, what's in it. So you're gonna get the Niman Ranch Fat Tire beer brats that come in the regular just beer brats, and then the spicy cheddar brats. I had these on the grill when I was in Maryland last year, but my husband also makes them all the time. They're some of our favorite. And then also 3 sets of the barbecue wings, or the barbecue style boneless chicken wings. So it's, well, not all barbecue style. Okay, of the Purdue Farms wings. Here we go. Honey barbecue, the bourbon, and the buffalo style. So those are the 3 flavors you're gonna get. And then these, oh my goodness, I wanna eat them all right now. And then the Fat Tire shredded beef with the barbecue sauce. I don't wanna tell my husband this, but I could legit eat that just by myself. Like, I could just eat that by myself with a fork, like heat it up and eat it with a fork. So this is the Purdue Farms Game Day Bundle. So I know maybe we're not tailgating this year, but you can home gate, do a little home gating with your Purdue Farms Game Day Bundle. So one of you is going to win this Purdue Farms Game Day Bundle with all of the wings and the bratwurst and the shredded beef, and it's so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. So I'm gonna drop my link in the comments here. So even if you don't win, I'm going to show you how you just click on my link. You can order through there. That supports my family when you shop through my PurdueFarms.com/Cindy Simmons link. Like I said, then you get 15% off and free shipping on orders over $159.99. So if you would like this Purdue Farms Game Day Bundle so you can do a little home gating, this value is $64.99 if you were just to buy it yourself right now. All you have to do is comment #Purdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. So #Purdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. If you would like a bonus entry, if you're watching on Facebook, then just head over to YouTube and comment there, #Purdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click subscribe and then get your bonus entry by coming over to Facebook and doing the same thing. #Purdue Farms and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. This is so good. I've actually eaten every single thing in this bundle on more than one occasion. I know that I've had the shredded beef from Fat Tire a couple of times, more than 2 or 3 probably, because I love it. And I love I love them all. I could eat this right now because I'm kind of hungry. I don't know why. But good luck. We will pick one winner. The winner will be announced on next week's show, also in the comments below. So good luck. Thank you to Purdue Farms for being an official sponsor of Coffee Convo Wednesday. And I can't wait that once a month we're going to be able to keep sharing the Purdue Farms goodness with you. All right, so good luck. And that's it for Coffee Convo Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for always just being so supportive. You know, this is so great for my family and me that we get to do this and get to partner with Purdue Farms. And it is such a blessing that you come back every single week, that you share this, that you like, that you comment and you interact. It just means the world to me. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Don't forget, October 1st, birthday month of love. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, and it's 64 degrees in Florida today. It's glorious. It's fall. Well, it's Florida fall, but you get the idea. Spread joy and kindness. You can follow me on all of the socials by going to CindySimmons.com. And as I always say, we are on TikTok now. You can find me at I am Cindy Simmons. If you haven't downloaded it, download it. Hang out with us on TikTok. We are having so much fun. I love you so much. Have a great week. And until next week, cheers. Bye.